Hello, my name is Steven Serrano, and I will be doing my AP Art History blog on Guggenheim, Bilboa, Museo by Frank Gehry. Hello, my name is Sir Serrano, and this is my AP Art History blog on Guggenheim, Bilboa. Frank Gehry is the one that designed it. He's a Canadian-born American architecture for postmodern design, including Walt Disney Concert Hall, Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao. In his early life, he was born on February 28, 1929, Toronto, Canada. The Goldberg family was Polish and Jewish. Frank was a creative at a young age, which means that he's been creative since his age of being born, being more explorative. He has won many awards, like the Presidential Medal of Honor Award, along with other awards, which he has also won an award for his most famous artwork, architecture, the Bilbao Museum, which is in Spain, that he got in 1997 in the branch of Bilbao. Bilbao, in this time era, everything about the architecture has changed since the 1980s. And most of it has changed and that has been brought by computer. No longer there are blueprints, painstaking drawn by hand. No more paint on oil on canvas style buildings. Programs like AutoCAD, MicroStation not only assist drawing ground plans, but also automatically check for errors. They also make feasible designs here for plan, but also show Frank Gehry's mind. And Guggenheim Bilbao is a good example of how computers can help architecture render the shape and meaningful of the design and the imagery, how it's made and designed. New age of technology has been produced an array to produce buildings lighter than cheaper and more energy efficient than before. All of these developments, however, come aligned with the new challenge for architectures that brought, which is saying that there's new challenges, new styles, and everything emerges in this era. How can cost efficiency and expensive new technology brought to plan? The resources are their future explored. One would be hard-pressed to find a modern building with a pediment and Doric-style flying buttresses like the Notre Dame, which is one of the most famous Gothic architectures to known, with flying buttresses, which you can't find those in these. People would think they would like to find those, but they can't. But what is existing is proud to display technology, saying that this is now the new modern era of technology with art connection to it. What makes it much more better, like Frank Gehry's Titanium Haiti, its dark interior and Gothic and Romanesque buildings are out. Natural light supplemented and dome presage modern almost obsession with the glass and properties, which he's saying that he tries to bring back some of the style and put it with the modern style, which is a combination. And in this era, the materials are much more cheaper and to be made. It's much more cheaper, not like stone and all of that, which I could guess maybe the Notre Dame could have taken much more longer, so much of it the expense. Guggenheim Bilbao date was May 1997. Fun fact is during the Bill Clinton era. The artist is Frank Gehry. The medium is titanium, which you can see that reflects off of it all throughout the museum, outside, and glass. The glass that also gets a reflection, and the limestone. Location is in Bilbao, Spain. Bilbao is known for its swirling forms and shapes that mark contrasts in the industrial landscape of Bilbao. From the riverside, the building resembles boats, referencing Bilbao's past as a shipping and commercial center. It used to be like a port, a business port, a trading port, but now it was really like rebuilt and remade much more better in a way and improved. From which Bilbao's curving form design by computer software programs called the Katia is one of the programs that Frank Gehry's used. But also, Bilbao's museum does reflect the past as a shipping and commercial center, which I said it's a trading center, it used to be. But it has been remodeled and everything. It's like forgetting the past, going on with the modern. Fixing the cliffs make a shallow dent in titanium surface effect on the condition, revitalizing the port area Bilbao effect, which is saying that the Bilbao effect is having an impact on the economy, rather, which you could say that the trading and everything brought more people to that area, but now this isn't bringing more people into that area. It's making an impact, which is called the Bilbao effect. Appearance of asymmetrical exterior with the outside walls giving no hints of the interior space. It's saying the style of the outside doesn't give you like ideas about what's going to be inside there, which is all twisted and weird. And it has irregular masses of titanium walls. You can see the walls, the titanium walls, being twisted and all around it, which is magnificent, and sweeping curved lines. And it's called a deconstructional architecture that seems to be create seemingly unstable an environment with unusual spatial events arrangement, which is saying that this looks like it's not a safe building, that it cannot stand on its own, but surprisingly it does stand on its own, which is called a deconstructionalist architecture, which could be also compared to new modern art to this day. It's divided into train track, galleries, entry step, galleries, more, atrium, river, bridges, boat gallery. Which the boat gallery, it's like a kind of resemblance of the path of the port. It also could be compared, Frank Gehry, to his residence right here in Santa Monica. The steel, iron, or whatever walls around it. And it's just magnificent. He went abstract on this. And then how this one, the Chad Day building, which is in Venice, California, right by Santa Monica, by his house. It shows, you could see the binoculars right here. They're huge. And how the buildings are all shaped and made. And then the foundation of Louis Vuitton final design that's in Paris. And this is a Bilbao in design that was made that shows how he planned it out. It doesn't even look like it's what it is now, but it's even better now. But look at it, how it was that, and now it's better. And this is Puppy, which is one of the most famous artworks that was adopted right there into that area, which it was a traveling exhibit by Jeff Koons, which it went to Germany, Vienna, and France, and other parts. It's flowers. You could see the flowers in the second image on the right, and the left image on right now. It was bought. The people liked it so much about they bought it and kept it there. So that's a permanent exhibit there. Now this is one of the videos I found online of Bilbao.
The city of Bilbao has recently been transformed from a gritty steel town to a happening cultural center like no other Spanish city. Entire sectors of the industrial city's long-depressed port have been cleared away to allow for new construction. This bridge is part of what's now a delightfully people-friendly riverfront. Bilbao's Old Town is well worth a stroll. you'll find tall buildings and narrow lanes lined with thriving shops and tapas bars. A modern light rail line conveniently laces the old town with points along the river to the site which spearheaded Bilbao's urban renaissance, the Guggenheim Museum. While its contemporary art collection is impressive, it's the building, designed by Frank Gehry and opened in 1997, that's created a stir in the world of architecture and put Bilbao on the traveler's map. Gehry's groundbreaking design helped set a new standard for architecture. Using cutting-edge technologies, unusual materials, and daring forms, he created a piece of architectural sculpture that smoothly integrates with its environment. With the bridges, pedestrian promenade, and art all complementing the building, it's an engaging ensemble. Gehry was inspired by a variety of visions. For instance, to him, the building's multiple forms jostle like a loose crate of bottles. Guarding the main entrance is Jeff Koons' towering West Highland Terrier, made of 60,000 living plants, which blossom in a carefully planned visual concert. A joyful structure, it takes viewers back to their childhood. Puppy, as it's known to locals, was meant to be temporary, but the people of Bilbao fell in love with Puppy, so they bought it. Stepping inside, you naturally flow to the museum's atrium, which acts as the heart of the building, pumping visitors in and out of various rooms on 3 levels. The glass and limestone panels overlap each other like fish scales. Each is unique, designed by a computer. Joyful as the building is, the art it holds is even more fun. While the museum's audio guides give meaning to the abstract art, my hunch is that the artists are entirely happy for us to simply wander, interact, and play with their creations. This is art that welcomes you in. Bilbao's Guggenheim Museum makes you smile.
Thank you for watching my video. Bye.